How do you build a business when you have no product, no money, and no big idea? Well, I started with that exactly and built a 1 lakh rupee a month business in my second year of college by doing the opposite of what most people normally tell you to do. A lot of college students I talk to, and probably you watching this video right now, feel this pressure to build the next Zepto or the next big unicorn. But that was never my goal. My goal was to build what I call a predictably profitable business, which is a small business with as few variables as possible that would make me enough money, which gave me the freedom to take actual real life bets. And this video is my guide on how I did it. It's not an advice, it's just my experience. And it all started by asking one simple question. What is my absolute right to win? But to get to the answer of this, I had to look deeply into who I actually was. There are two things I've always been interested in. The first being education and the second being content. मैं literally बचपन से अपने पापा को बोल रहा हूँ कि बड़ा होके मैं तो स्कूल ही बनाऊंगा. So, when I was in my second year of Masters Union, the part of the founding batch, I was the vice president of admission fellows. Made videos with creators like Avanti Nagral, Ishan Sharma. Basically, I had some leverage, but I didn't know what to do with this. At the same time, I saw our college and all these new age colleges making a ton of noise in the market and gaining recognition really fast. And that's when I thought, this college, it's a horse that's running very fast and everybody is looking at it. What if instead of trying to build my own thing from the scratch, I just ride the back of this horse? So we didn't find the product first, we found the customer first and asked them what we should do, which basically is building a distribution first business. Our first big idea. But how? Well, my first core pillar was find the first 100 people who absolutely love you over a few thousand who kinda like you. And I knew people are searching for Masters Union admission. And when they did, all they found were official brand videos and influencer collabs. So I decided, why not make long form, authentic, student-led videos on YouTube? The kind of videos that people who are interested in Masters Union would definitely want to watch. And in every single of those videos, there was one call to action. Join our WhatsApp community. Think of it this way. YouTube is I'm talking on a big stage. I'm talking to a large crowd. But I wanted to move people from that large crowd into a smaller room where we could actually talk to each other, which is on WhatsApp. I assumed because these people were high intent, the community will be active. And it was. Soon, I had 100 people and then 500 in a WhatsApp group, which was great, but I still had zero product and zero revenue. And there was a point at which all of us were honestly so unsure if even continuing Cospire. मतलब ऐसा हो गया था कि we don't have a product, we don't have any revenue, and none of us could actually see the future. You might be wondering, अब क्या? But that's when the second pillar came in. Do things that don't scale. This is a famous Paul Graham quote, and it was everything for us. हमने literally अपने whiteboard पे बड़ा ही लिख रखा था. I've always wanted to do something at the intersection of content and education. And this was my chance. Instead of guessing, we just listened to the community. We wanted to really understand the customer. And what were they actually asking for? And we finally heard it and launched our first ever offering, which was a 2,000 rupee bundle for group discussion and interview prep, which was such a turning point for us, going from rock bottom and actually thinking of shutting it down to launching our first ever offering. But of course, we didn't follow the playbook again. And here's the don't scale part. We only took 8 people. We did everything ourselves with a total investment of almost zero, which means we were profitable day one. With those 8 people, we didn't just get the confidence कि भाई हम कर लेंगे ये, but got actual insights into what more they want. And with those insights alone, we built the next offering. And उसके बाद एक और. We went from one small part of the application to the whole application process. And by February, our average order value had gone up from 2,000 to 7,500. All because we found the 100 people in the group and just listened to them. But then of course, we hit a wall. It was April, May, and the admission season was ending, which means our revenue was about to dry up. I was scared कि अब क्या करेंगे? Admission season तो over हो गया. Where does this business go from now? This brings me to our third and final pillar. It's a 2.5-degree turn from anywhere. I have a friend named Divyansh, and he has this saying. He says that if a flight takes you from Delhi aiming for Mumbai, it's just a 2.5-degree turn and it ends up to Bangalore. I don't know how factually correct this is, but you get the point. You don't need to be knowing the next 200 steps. You just need to be willing to make the next 2.5-degree turn. So what was our turn? We went back to the community we had built, the distribution we had built, and we listened again. And they told us, we also need help in profile building. यार हम पूरे समय admission पे focus थे, but they were telling us कि we need help before that. So we launched a profile building offering targeting 11th and 12th graders. And उस 2.5-degree turn की वजह से our average order value went from 7,500 to 70,000 rupees. It completely changed the business. And honestly, अगर वो नहीं होता, I would have never made this video. So, if you ask me, how to build a 1 lakh rupee a month business in college? It wasn't one big idea. It was finding a horse to ride on. Bhai, this is not a horse. It was finding the first 100 people who absolutely love us rather than 1,000 who kinda like us. It was doing things that don't scale. So we could listen to them. I was having the courage to take those 2.5-degree turns when we needed to. Today, we have captured almost 50 to 60% of our total market. And that's all because the business was predictably profitable. We're now using that money to expand to other verticals. The point of this is that money gives you the freedom to take bets. And this is a predictably profitable blueprint that I think anyone can follow. So, my question to you is, what's your right to win? And what is the horse running right in front of you?